this question, we were simply asked to find the derivative of this function right here. And what I've shown on this board is the fact that if I use the Desmos derivative operator, which is this thing right here, and let g equal the derivative of f of x, I get this graph right here. And if I say h of x is this, which is also the derivative of f, I get the same graph. So this is a way to check your work on Desmos. This graph at the top is actually the graph of f of x. And this happens to be a tangent line to that graph. And we'll see in a little bit how that tangent line is created on Desmos. But here's how you find the derivative. You're using the power rule. So we're going to move this 1/4 down front, like I did right here. Reduce the exponent by 1. So 1/4 becomes -3/4. And then we have to multiply by the derivative of the inside, the chain rule. That little times 6x, that's the chain rule. And you can simplify that if you want. 6x over 4 is 3/2 x. And then I can turn this exponent positive by moving the power to the denominator. 3x squared minus 1 to the 3/4 power. Okay, and if I do go to Desmos, if I move this point around, there are tangent lines to the graph of that function. Now, where did that come from? Well, there's the equation right there. H of x sub 3, well, x sub 3 is the x coordinate of the point that I'm moving around here. H of x sub 3, well, that's this x of 3 plugged into the derivative function, and that's the slope of that tangent line. And x minus x sub 3 is part of the point slope formula. And plus, this started out as y minus y sub 1, or y minus f of x sub 3. And now I added it to the other side. So point slope. Okay, and then the other interesting thing to note is that as this tangent line gets closer and closer to this point right here, the tangent line has a slope that's approaching positive infinity. And same at the other side. Those green lines are vertical, those green dashed lines are vertical tangent lines. And we might also note that the domain of the original function, 3x squared minus 1, has to be greater than or equal to 0. And if you solve that for x, you get the square plus or minus the square root of radical 3 over 3. And that's what these points are right here. They're labeled. So 0.577 is about, a square root of 3 over 3 is about 0.577. Okay, there you go. Hope that helped. And if you have any questions, post a comment.